All right, Danny.
Yes.
And Eric from Foster Child.
Yes.
What's happening? Out on tour, the Not So Silent tour, right?
Definitely Not So Silent tour.
Definitely Not So Silent.
With Tantric.
Right.
And also Framing Hanley.
Yeah. Cool,
But it's going
guys.
great.
All right. The new album's out and kind of stays. It's been out for a while.
Yeah, you could get it on myspace.com/fosterchildmusic. It's not out in stores yet because the single's just released.
Right.
So we're waiting to get some, speed on that.
Yeah, I was really digging that song. Was it Bulletproof?
Yeah.
It sounds like you're coming across
Big
on a
story
microphone.
behind that
Yeah,
one.
big
Yeah.
story behind
Hear
that.
It's just condensed now. We were rehearsing out at Kevin's house. He lives in, if you don't know where his house is, you ain't finding it. So it's way out in the middle, in the woods of Pennsylvania. And, I drive a big monster truck. It's got 4-foot tires on it.
All right.
We went to the bar. Go ahead, Marcus.
What are you doing?
You got this? You got this?
Yeah, at least
Anyway,
say hi.
say hi, Marcus.
See, now you're stuck.
Now you're stuck. So anyway, we wound up going in, and it was the last night of this bar being opened.
Right.
So we had to drink.
So we went in.
Everything
We
in
went in, and it wound up being all the off-duty cops that knew Kevin. So we walked in, and they're like, "No, it's a private party." So we turned around, and they're like, "Wait a minute, no, that's Miller's new project. Get him in here." So we're sitting at this big table, and they kept putting bottles. No beer, just bottles on the table and pouring shots.
Jack,
whatever.
just mix
They were
everything.
they were clearing off the speed racks
Right.
inside so they could just get rid of the booze. But long story short, when we went to leave, I looked at the guys and I was like, "All right, let's walk home." And the cops went, "No, we'll call ahead. Just don't hit nothing." It's just cornfields or whatever. It's 8 turns to Kevin's house. We turned once. We went through the field.
You gotta see his truck.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
It's ridiculous. It took us 2 hours to clean the corn.
I'm in the truck. I had a tall boy of Bush or something. It was full. By the time we stopped, it was empty. Obviously, I was soaking wet.
Well, I
from
woke
it.
up the next morning, the door open, key in ignition. I woke up like this, bong, 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 because the key was in ignition. He was on the lawn. He didn't even make it to the house. Well, that next day, we wrote the song, and it's just all about drinking till you're
bulletproof.
Right.
If you know what I mean. So,
It's like actually Kevin Miller's statement.
yeah.
Remember?
It's
He's like,
pretty
you guys
much.
drink till you're bulletproof.
So that's how that song came about. Yeah. So we were the whitest guys in the world that night. Big monster truck, drunk, going through the cornfields and people's backyards. And,
Sounds like rock and roll.
But we won't say the area.
we won't say the area because I think we destroyed some corn and they get really mad at that stuff out
Yeah,
there.
$5 coin.
Yeah,
Hey, man. Know what it is.
So, again, out on tour, Tantric, Framing Hanley. This tour's just kicking off pretty much. Isn't it? You've been out for a
Last
while?
month, like a month or 2. The Foster Child was out previously for about 2 months before this
Right.
tour. So
Down that East
we've been
Coast.
out since February.
Okay. And how's the response from the fans?
Awesome.
Great.
Awesome.
Man.
Really good. Really good time.
Can the fans get the CD at the show? Or?
Yeah. Come to the show.
Come to the show. Get the
$10
CD. You
at
can
the
get
show.
the CD on online also.
Okay.
iTunes, you can download it on
iTunes, on our MySpace, myspace.com/fosterchildmusic. Yeah.
Okay. Where'd the band
Actually,
name come
and the new
from? I never asked that one.
The
Band name.
Foster Child. Well, basically Kevin came from Fuel.
Yeah.
Brian came from a band called Octane. Eric came from a band called Freak. I was a solo guy on acoustic.
Okay.
So we all kind of just like merged out of our bands. Like Brian toured with Fuel when he was at Octane.
Okay.
So him and Kevin became friends. So when Kevin left Fuel, we called Brian. I was like, let's get together and jam out. I got a new project. They actually had another singer
In mind.
in mind. So Brian's like, well, I got these 2 cats, He knew Erik from the circuit. He knew me because we used to jam out down South Street.
Right.
So he takes us up, and it was just one of those things, man. The chemistry was awesome. We got together, just the jam, and we'd be 3 songs deep by the end of the day.
By the first day, we were 2 songs deep, writing.
And that was it, boom.
Straight up whiskey, drinking, rock and roll. You know what I mean? It was,
Not thinking, just went in and was like, boom. It just happened.
Got to write what you know and what you're about.
So Foster
Have a good
Child, to answer the other question,
Yeah.
was... It was
Get
kind
there.
of like we're all coming from different families, like a foster...
Right.
Bands are like families. So
Right.
the band as one unit just was like a foster child. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
basically that's how the name came.
All right.
it was kind of like the title of our CD is Independence Day.
Right.
That was the day we all... And actually
So
our first gig was on 4th of July, so
Oh,
kind
okay.
of hence how that morphed into that. So
Who's responsible for the cover art? That's pretty
All
cool.
of us pretty much.
All of us, yeah. This whole
They,
band is like so collective, man. Like everything we do, how we write. Like I know some bands like we all, but we really all
it's really
ideas just
everybody's-
bouncing off, and it just that's why the chemistry is so awesome. And like so, even the artwork, we all had ideas on it, and
Right.
obviously we didn't draw it, but
Right.
the idea was for us.
400,000 emails later back to the artist. You know, like,
Yeah,
no, do
yeah.
this, No, do this. No, do this. No, do this. How about now?
This is Brian, the guitar player for the jump.
Brian.
Hi.
He's clean. It was shower day today.
Shower day today.
Hey, you got us on a good day, real clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It happens, dude.
All right, were you there for the writing of Bulletproof?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
That was
told him.
beautiful.
I'm confirming your story.
It's kind of like
That was the easiest
the
chorus to
writing.
write ever.
It's like
That one was easy.
the writing or the riding. It's both. The
Well,
riding.
the
of
funniest
Bulletproof.
part of that with the whole cornfield and everything, it was trying to get him into the truck because the bottom of the truck is like this high.
Right.
So like a can of soup, we were kind of pour him in, and then he would drop his shoe and he would jump out, and we're like, you know, so it took us.
No, actually, I had flip flops.
Yeah, they kept the flip.
Can you imagine that? Like I'm like,
yeah.
that was bad.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for your time. Good
Thank
luck
you.
on the
Thank you.
tour.
Thank you.
If anybody's
Thanks,
looking,
appreciate it.
you could get our seat again on myspace.com/fosterchildmusic. Call your radio stations and ask for On My Own Foster Child.
Serious?
Dig it.
Are you on Octane or?
I think they just started releasing it on all
We
radio
do
stations.
a
Play it on
song
XM
with Tantra called Hunger Strike. Remember Hunger Strike from the
Cover
90s?
Yep.
Temple of the Dog.
Temple the Dog. And,
Yeah, we just heard a friend call and said that
they
they
played
it out
that
in
on
Philadelphia.
Sirius. But they're playing us. We keep getting a lot of internet radio.
Sure.
We got one in Texas. I think one in California.
Yeah,
It's
like
all over.
Modesto
It's-
or
It
like
just got
that
released on
area.
radio.
Yeah,
the last
so
couple weeks.
every day we're hearing more and more. So just you know,
Baby
Uh,
stages right now.
but it's out there. So if anybody's watching, just call your radio station.
And it rocks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys.
Thank you very
thanks
much.
again.
See ya.
Again,
Pleasure.
All right, man.
see you soon on the road.